3 is cortex. 3A. 3A is a nodular cortex. Okay, nodules. You can see superficial nodular cortex. 3B is a paracortex. 3B is a paracortex. 4 is a medulla. 4 is a medulla. 4A are trabeculae. 4B are medullary sinuses. And 5 is most important feature, subcapsular sinus. Subcapsular sinus. So these are the features of the lymph nodes, important features of lymph nodes. Then mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. These are present in mucosa. So it mainly contains a lymphatic nodule similar to the nodule of lymph node जो हमने अभी देखे वही से nodules होंगे, and in between the lymphatic nodules there is a diffuse lymphoid tissue. Diffuse lymphoid tissue that is also known as parafollicular zone. Okay, which mainly contain T cells. Nodules contain B cells, and the parafollicular zone contain T cells. Okay, so this is structure of mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. Example is Peyer's patch. Pairs patch are mostly present as anti-mesenteric border. Anti-mesenteric border. Okay. Tonsil. Palatine tonsil short top पे नहीं पूछते. Okay, short top पे नहीं पूछते, but this is can be asked in your viva. So palatine tonsil में short में पूछते हैं कभी-कभी, but rarely पूछते हैं. बहुत rarely ये पूछी जाती है. So one important feature is epithelium. So here epithelium is a non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Sorry. Okay, epithelium is non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Outside the epithelium, there is a lymphatic nodule and diffuse lymphoid tissue, and you can see there is an invagination of epithelium that is known as a tonsillar crypts. This is known as a tonsillar crypts. Okay, and this tonsillar crypt contains some lymphocyte travel to the epithelium and distributed epithelial cells. So only two important features. One is epithelium, that is a non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, and tonsillar crypts with lymphatic nodules. So these are the features of palatine tonsil. Okay, you can see non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, crypts, and lymphatic nodules. Three features of palatine tonsil. Okay, same thing. Spleen. Okay, spleen में हमें पता है mainly दो part होते हैं. Okay, one is a white color circular region that is known as a white pulp surrounded by the dark red tissue that is known as a red pulp. Okay, and marginal zone. White pulp का स्ट्रक्चर हमें पता है, हमें ये भी पता है ये trabecular artery है, and this is a central arteriole. It is surrounded by sheath of lymphatic tissue known as a periarterial lymphatic sheath. Okay, and at one place this sheath is some cells of sheath is enlarged or can proliferate and form the one nodule that is known as a Markasian corpuscle. So this periarterial lymphatic sheath plus Markasian corpuscle combinedly known as a white pulp. Okay, this is structure of white pulp. And you can see white pulp is surrounded by sparse cellular. Okay, sparsely cellular zone is zone which contain less number of cells. Okay, and this zone is known as a marginal. Okay, shell of this sparsely cellular lymphoid tissue. Sparsely cellular means number कम हो गया, number of cells are less. So this in this area that is known as a marginal zone. Okay, so that is about white pulp. Red pulp पता है, it is a sponge-like and composed of white space lumen lined by the endothelial cells, just like a medulla of lymph node, Okay, white lumens space lined by the endothelial cells that is known as splenic venous sinusoid, and irregular anastomosing cord surrounding the sinusoid known as cords of Billroth. Yeah, so that is structure of red pulp. Okay, so these are the identifying features of spleen. Then committed tissue capsule, thick tabaculi containing bulbous, rounded basophilic stain area containing section of central artery constituting the white pulp. Okay, this is a one important feature. White pulp appears basophilic. Remember, it appears basophilic. Rounded basophilic stain area containing central arteriole. This is one white pulp, and white pulp is surrounded by the red pulp, which consists of splenic cord and splenic venous sinusoid. White pulp is surrounded by the red tissue that contain the splenic cord of Billroth and splenic venous sinusoid. So that is a structure of spleen. थाइमस। थाइमस ये पिछाने दो, उसका मेन है कि इनकम्प्लीट लोब्यूल। ओके, तो ये कैप्सूल तो होगा ही, इस लोब्यूल से कनेक्टेड टिश्यू कैप्सूल, कैप्सूल में से सेप्टा आएगा विच पास इनवर्ड एंड सब डिवाइड द लोब और ग्लैंड इनटू इनकम्प्लीट लोब्यूल्स। इनकम्प्लीट लोब्यूल मींस कॉर्टेक्स आर सेपरेटेड बट मेडुला is connected with each other. Okay, medulla of each lobe connected with the each other. So these are known as incomplete lobule. Okay, so outer dark cortex, inner light medulla, dark cortex, and most important feature is Hessel's corpuscle. Okay, we know cortex contain the outer जो होता cortex, it is a darkly stained, just like a lymph node. Very darkly stained contain compactly arranged lymph node, and medulla is a lightly stained, loosely arranged lymph node. Okay. And second important feature is Hessel's corpuscle. Small round structure present in medulla of thymus. Okay, it is a central core of degenerated epithelial cell which form the pink stained hyaline mass. Okay, degenerated epithelial cells in center which form the pink stained hyaline mass, and this hyaline mass is surrounded by the concentrically arranged epithelial cells. Concentrically arranged epithelial cells may contain the degenerating macrophages. Okay, so here you can see this is pink stained hyaline mass, central pink stained hyaline mass that is surrounded by the concentrically arranged epithelial cells. Concentrically arranged epithelial cells. Okay, so this is structure of Hessel's corpus. Okay, तो आपको क्या याद रखना है कि फर्स्ट इज थाइमस में क्या रखना है, इनकम्प्लीट लोब्यूल्स. Okay, presence of incomplete lobules containing outer dark area cortex, inner light area that is a medulla, and in medulla there is a pink stained hyaline structure that is known as a Hessel's corpus. Here, so you can see these are the incomplete lobules. This is a capsule, this is trabecula, this is cortex, this is medulla, and in the medulla you can see these are the Hessel's corpus. Okay, very clearly seen in this slide. Hessel's corpus, cortex, medulla, incomplete lobule, cortex, medulla, and Hessel's corpus. So this is structure of thymus. Okay, here reticular tissue is absent. Instead of reticular tissue, there is a epithelial cells. Okay, epitheliocytes are present in thymus. Now let's see the GIT, structure of GIT. Okay, general structure we know 4 layers: mucosa, submucosa, muscularis externa, serosa, or adventitia. Okay, mucosa. Okay, we know epithelium. It contains 3 parts: mucosa, lining epithelium, lamina propria, muscularis mucosa, that is made of smooth muscle, inner circular, outer longitudinal. Submucosa, dense irregular connective tissue. Okay, then muscularis externa, inner circular, outer longitudinal layer of smooth muscle, and adventitia or serosa. Okay, so let's see one by one. We will see the all layers and then only identifying feature of these structures. So mucosa, we know epithelium, lining epithelium in esophagus and anal canal. It is a squamous, non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. That is for protection. In stomach, secretion, intestine, simple clonal epithelium, mainly absorption. Yeah. So that is about the epithelium. Lamina propria, we know it is a loose areolar connective tissue containing collagen, reticular fibers, and fibroblasts in the glycosaminoglycan lichen. It mostly contains fenestrated blood vessels and mucosal glands. The small blood vessels which are fenestrated, lymphatic vessels and nerves. Okay. Also contain mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. There is a Peyer's patch in ileum mainly. Okay. Muscularis mucosa. Okay. 2-layer inner circular and outer longitudinal. Okay. Main function is local mixing. Okay, local mixing of contents is the main function of muscularis mucosa. Also seen the shape of the mucosa which help in absorption and secretion. Submucosa, dense irregular connective tissue, structure is same: collagen fiber, reticular fiber, fibroblast. It contains a large blood vessel. Okay, their branches enter in mucosa. Okay. One important feature is nerve plexus, that is known as a submucosal or Michener plexus. Submucosal or Michener plexus. Okay, and submucosa of duodenum and esophagus contain glands, mucosal glands present in the esophagus and duodenum. Muscularis externa consists of smooth muscle in all over GAT except upper part of esophagus and anal canal, where there is a presence of sclerotins. Origin two lamelli, inner circular and outer longitudinal. And now plexus is here is known as myenteric or orbex plexus. Myenteric or orbex plexus. Okay. There are serosa. Okay, there are also some important features that we will discuss along with the respiratory structure. Okay, serosa. Serosa is mostly made up of visceral peritoneum. Okay, visceral peritoneum. That is serosa. Structure is mesothelium, simple squamous epithelium plus underlying loose irregular connective tissue. This is structure of serosa. Mesothelium plus underlying loose irregular connective tissue. Adventitia is only connective tissue containing blood vessel and nerve. Adventitia कहाँ पे होगा? In retroperitoneal structure, means which is not covered by the peritoneum. That is covered by the adventitia. So thoracic part of esophagus, duodenum, ascending colon, descending colon, rectum, and anal canal are mostly covered by the adventitia, not by the serosa. So esophagus, these are the features of esophagus. Epithelium is non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, lamely propaste, thin, papilla, the appearance of papilla, epithelium, mucosa is thick longitudinal layer only. Submucosa में most important feature is gland, esophageal gland, compound tubuloalveolar gland. Okay, that is present in submucosa. Muscle layer is also important. Okay, upper one third only skeletal muscle, middle one third both smooth and skeletal muscle, and lower one third contain only smooth muscle. Serosa, adventitia, all adventitia except lower one each. So abdomen में होगा covered by the serosa. Here, so you can see. So remember only two important features. One is epithelium, non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium with submucosal gland. ये दो आपको दिख रहा है means it is esophagus. नॉन केराटिनस स्ट्रेटिफाइड एपिथेलियम होगा और सबम्यूकोजल ग्लैंड, ये दो फीचर्स दिखेगा एंड इट इज ऑलवेज esophagus. Okay, you can see muscle also mixed skeletal and smooth muscle in muscularis externa. This is smooth muscle. These are the skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle में आपको वो दिखेगा एपीमाइसियम, एंडोमाइसियम एटसेट्रा. पेरीमाइसियम एंड एंडोमाइसियम दिखेगा, which is not present in smooth muscle. Okay, so that is about the ये skeletal, दोनों skeletal muscle है. Okay? This is LS and TS. स्टमक में म्यूकोजा में हमें पता है वन फोल्ड होते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं रुगाई. टेम्पररी लॉन्जिट्यूडिनल म्यूकोजल फोल्ड डिसअपीयर ऑन डिस्टेंस रुगाई. रिमेंबर, रुगाई नेवर इंक्रीज द सरफेस एरिया. It never increases the surface area. It only allows distension of stomach. It only allows distension. Then epithelium is contained in simple columnar epithelium. Secrete the mucus. These are known as the surface mucus cells. Surface mucus cell. And we know it from the insoluble gel. Insoluble gel or layer over the mucosa. Okay, there is no goblet cell and microvilli. Both are absent here. Okay, so epithelium हमें पता है, surface mucous cell, simple columnar epithelium. Most important feature of stomach is gastric pit and gastric gland. Gastric pits and gastric glands. Okay, three type of gland present in stomach: main gastric, cardiac, and pylori. Here you can see gastric pit and gastric gland. Muscle layer में three होते हैं, additional oblique. Okay, inner oblique layer, additional inner oblique layer. That is an important feature of the muscle layer of stomach. Okay, and at one pyloric can inform the pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. Okay, आपको याद क्या रखना है इसमें कि इन फंडस और बॉडी, in fundus and body, gastric pit occupies superficial 1/4 of the mucosa and remaining thickness is occupied by the gastric gland. Okay? So remember, fundus and body में क्या होगा? Shallow pits and long gland. Shallow pits and long gland. They are feature of fundus and body. Here you can see pits are small. This is a pit from here to here. Shallow pits, long gland. Gland यहाँ से यहाँ तक है. Okay, shallow pits and long gland. This is a picture of fundus or body of stomach. Pyloric में क्या होगा? Long pits. Okay, very deep gastric pits occupy superficial 2/3 or more of the mucosa. and small gland and small gland. Here, so you can see this is a pit and this is a gland. Long pit and small gland. This is a picture of fiber. Okay, you can see here to here gastric pit and here to here gastric pit. Okay, so this is cardiac part. Gastric occupied about half of the thickness of the gastric mucosa. Fundic part, gastric is very small, shallow gastric pit, and occupying 1/4 of thickness. Pyloric part, very deep gastric pits. Deep gastric pits occupy about 2/3 of the mucosa. So close to 2/3 of the mucosa. So these are the identifying features of the stomach. Okay. Similar thing, you can see shallow gastric pit in the fundus, very shallow. These are the gland, and very deep gastric pit in the pylorus. Okay, similar thing. So ये same ही thing है. Okay, duodenum. So duodenum में lip shaped villi mostly lined by the which epithelium? Simple columnar epithelium. Okay, lip shaped villi lined by the simple columnar epithelium. There is also presence of crypt on the crypt of tubercle. Main important feature is submucosal gland. Presence in duodenum is also known as Brunner's gland. Brunner's gland. Okay, so these are the main two features of the duodenum. Lip shaped villi lined by the simple columnar epithelium. Okay, lined by the simple columnar epithelium. Presence of crypt of tubercle and submucosal Brunner's gland. Submucosal Brunner's gland. These are the identifying feature of the duodenum. The remaining feature are same. Okay, submucosal Brunner's gland function हमको पता है. We will not go in detail of this thing. So the glucose, bicarbonate ions and enzymes. Okay, you can see these are the lip-shaped villi with crypts and by the simple columnar epithelium and Brunner's gland in submucosa. Okay, larger view, Brunner's gland in submucosa. Ileum. Ileum में क्या important feature होगा? Villi are thin and short. There is a finger-like. And another identifying feature is Peyer's patch. Peyer's patch in lamina propria. Okay, so ileum में villi are finger-like villi lined by the simple columnar epithelium, and Peyer's patch in lamina propria. Peyer's patch in lamina propria. So these are the identifying feature of ileum. Okay, you can see Peyer's patch in lamina propria, finger-shaped villi with simple columnar epithelium. Same thing. Jejunum ये नहीं पूछेंगे आपको, so we will skip this. Jejunum में आइडेंटिफाइंग में एक ही टंग शेप विलाय होती है, नो सबम्यूकस ग्लैंड, नो पेयर्स पैच, नो पेयर्स पैच. विलाय आर टंग शेप विदाउट सबम्यूकस ग्लैंड एंड विदाउट पेयर्स पैच. लेकिन ये नहीं पूछते, so avoid it. Okay, लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. कि लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में एक नो प्लाइका स्टिपुलस होता है, वो तो अलग फीचर है, but no villi. First is absence of villi. Absence of villi. Okay. Then contains only crypts of tubercle. Only crypts of tubercle lined by the simple columnar epithelium. Lined by the simple columnar epithelium. Okay. Columnar cells होगी and crypts. No villi. Globular cells are more numerous. Globular cells are more numerous. So these are the identifying feature. Okay. आपको माइक्रोस्कोप में सिर्फ यही दो फीचर दिखेंगे, एब्सेंस ऑफ विलाई एंड क्रिप्स आर लाइन बाय द कॉलमनर सेल एंड मोर नंबर ऑफ गॉबलेट सेल. ठीक, माइक्रोस्कोप में तो आपको यही दिखेंगे क्योंकि माइक्रोस्कोप में मसल लेयर साथ में नहीं दिखता है इसलिए. सो आइडेंटिफाइंग फीचर उसकी यही है, एब्सेंस ऑफ विलाई एंड क्रिप्स कंटेन कॉलमनर सेल्स और सिंपल कॉलमनर एपिथेलियम एंड मोर नंबर ऑफ गॉबलेट सेल. गॉबलेट सेल्स आर द वेरी लार्ज इन नंबर. Okay, which help to lubricate mucosa to facilitate passage of semi-solid fecal material. Okay, so these are the picture of mucosa of large intestine. Okay, and another important feature in muscle layer. Okay, no penetration. सब mucosa को जाने दीजिए. Another important feature in muscle layer is outer longitudinally condense to form the three prominent bands, and these bands are known as a tinea coli. These are known as a tinea coli. Okay, and thin layer of longitudinal muscle fibers present in between the tinea coli. In between the, this is another feature of large intestine. Remember, it is present only in cecum and colon. Cecum and colon mean ascending, transverse, descending, sigmoid, etc. You can see these are the tinea coli. Thickened longitudinal muscle, three bands, and thin layer is also present in between the thin layer of longitudinal muscle also present between the tinea coli. Okay. These are the features of large intestine. So that is all about the revision of the histology. We will not revise the remaining part because આપણે અત્યારે જ કર્યું છે. Okay, we have just finished the liver, pancreas, and urinary system, so no need to revise it. Okay. So remember, in GIT, commonly a short note is esophagus, duodenum, ileum. Okay, commonly asked short note: esophagus, duodenum, ileum, and large intestine. Large intestine is not commonly asked, but these three short note mainly. सॉरी, स्टमक में भी पूछता है इसोफेगस, स्टमक में फंडस एंड पाइलोरस, डिओडिनम एंड इलियम, एंड लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. ओके, इसोफेगस, स्टमक में फंडस एंड पाइलोरस, डिओडिनम, इलियम, एंड लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन rarely पूछता है. Okay, so these are the commonly asked short note in GIT. You can ask only जनरल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ GIT भी पूछ सकते हैं एज अ 3 मार्क शॉर्ट नोट. उसमें आपको 4 लेयर के बारे में लिखना है सिर्फ. अदरवाइज आपको सारे स्ट्रक्चर में 4 लेयर तो लिखने ही है डिटेल में. इसोफेगस पूछे उसमें भी सारे लेयर लिखने हैं, स्टमक में भी सारे लेयर्स लिखने हैं, इलियम में, डुओडेनम में, इंटेस्टाइन में, सब में लिखना है. ओके, सो दैट इज ऑल अबाउट द हिस्टोलॉजी. एंड लिवर, पैंक्रियास, गॉल ब्लैडर में से गॉल ब्लैडर इज वेरी रेयरली आस्क्ड, ओनली लिवर एंड पैंक्रियास, लिवर एंड फ्रॉम टुडेज topic, kidney and ureter. Okay, urinary bladder is very rarely asked. Kidney and ureter are commonly asked. Kidney में भी cortex of kidney अलग से पूछ सकते हैं, only cortex of kidney. Okay, so that is all about the histology. कोई query है? I will provide. I told you, बराबर मैंने आपको बोला है, मैं provide कर दूंगा. और कोई query है हिस्टोलॉजी में?